my hands are turning numb. It's like probably like mid 40s today. Yesterday when I brought the car home, it was actually like 75 degrees. But it's actually coming out pretty good. The SOS pads work really good. I mean, it's obviously scratching it some, but you know, there's really no other way to clean this kind of old paint, and I'm not really going to worry that much about it. I'm not going for a full show car restoration here, but I think if I hit it with a polisher, probably some like compound first and then polish it, I might try like that driver's door and just see what happens. The stainless steel and like the handles and stuff actually is coming out pretty good. The glass is coming out okay-ish. I may try to hit the interior with the vacuums to get the earth out of it, make a little bit of an improvement while it's just sitting here. So far it's about what I expected, I guess. Recording. All right, I'll do it again. It amazes me how much literal soil is in here. I'm just gonna have to get everything out of here, get the other seat out, probably that seat back, I don't know, and just get it down to see whatever is even left of the floor. It's pretty much the only thing that I can really do. Alright, so I got the carb off, and it was pretty much seized solid. I just basically just filled it up with PB Blaster, try to let that get in there a little bit so we can try to free up this throttle plate here. The choke actually does open. Put a little more juice down in there too. I'm just going to try to hopefully free this up. This is a Carter right there. I saw it. Carter climatic control. So it is a form of automatic choke even back in 1951. That's pretty cool, I think. So I got to work on this a little bit. I want to see if I can test the ignition coil. The cap, if you can see that, I don't know if you can see it or not. It looks like brand new. I mean, literally like brand new inside. Besides the spider eggs and stuff like that. I actually found out a little bit more about the car as far as them owning it, and it turns out that the granddad, he bought these two Studebakers, this and a two-door Hawk, I believe is what he said. I'm sorry, a Lark. And basically drove them home. They took this one to one car show, and then that was it. They parked it. He said it probably only has 100 miles on it since them actually buying it. And I mean, looking at the distributor cap, I can kind of see that. I did notice they have anti-theft on this thing. This right here would be the positive cable, and it's black. And this right here is the negative cable, and it's orange, or red, I mean. This is the smaller of the two terminals. So the terminals are right. The smaller would be the negative, the bigger would be the positive, because this is a positive ground car. So that black wire going right to the block, or the head, should be red, in my opinion at least. It doesn't make any difference. It's just that you gotta be careful that you hook things up the right way. The coil's under this little cover here that has the spark plug wires running through it. I'm not sure how that's supposed to come off. I also probably don't really have to take it off to actually test the coil. I think I just broke that. Maybe not. Well, that wasn't tight. I don't actually need to use a wrench for this. I could use a regular socket. Alright, let me go ahead and get this set up here and I'll test the resistance on the coil. Alright, I'm tired of just beating it around the bush. I want to see if the thing actually can turn over. I just throw a slightly discharged 12 volt battery in here. It actually fits in the thing. So I guess the question is, which do you hook up first and last? I guess it doesn't matter. So I mean the key is off, so really there shouldn't be anything getting power that wouldn't have constant power, which I don't think would be too much of anything. So just tap. Slightly loose. Alright, well, I don't see anything, so that's good. I guess I will try to get these to tighten down on here. Yeah, I don't think those are going to be any good. Alright, so I've got the battery in there. New terminals. They're not like bolted down, but they're at least snug. I have 11.8 volts on this battery, so let's just see if we're getting anything anywhere. We got voltage. We got plus coming in on that, so there's voltage getting to places. And my dog's going crazy because we got somebody come over to help us trim back our vines over there.
Killer, be quiet.
That's what you gotta do. There she goes. Well, she spins. Let me take the spark plugs out. It spins over a little easier. Alright, so the spark plugs are out. I don't think this has enough balls in it to keep it rolling over. I can just rig up a jumper wire, I guess. At least we know it works. I can see some compression happening. Alright, let me get something better set up to jump it. Alright, got the battery charged up here. Let's see if we can get it to crank over a little bit more. Yeah, we got compression on a few. Number 2 didn't have any. But it's only got like 3 or 4 of them. It should at least fire on those. Alright, we're running out of battery again. We definitely have compression on at least, I'd say at least 3 or 4. So I'm happy with that. I'll put this battery on a charger overnight. I guess I'll go ahead and bite the bullet on a 6 volt battery. But let me show you the inside. There's the seat right there. But she's all cleared out except for the seat back, right back here. I'll figure out how that bolts in. Notice that it's got the heater core under the seat. So I gotta see, I'm not sure how that is supposed to work. Does it just blow air out of the dash and it just circulates around the cabin, and this is supposed to heat it. Like I don't know, I can't imagine that would work that well. But yeah, you see we got our rust over here. It comes back pretty far. I'm not sure if the eBay patch panels will go all the way that far back or not. Not really that big of a deal if it doesn't, but you know, at least I can get it, a big chunk of it in, and then just piece in some other stuff. But yeah, this side's definitely got a bigger hole around it. But everything back here seems pretty good. This is all pretty solid. I've been standing on this, and I mean the seat was completely solid in place too. The seat bolts right here and here, so that was still nice and solid on both sides. I think that kind of goes right down into the frame. Safety. But yeah, all right, so that's where I'm at.